YouTube. Hello, how are you? I hope you are all very well. You say we don't know exactly what planet you're on. Get doxed, nerd. Thank you. Hello, good morning, Leaf. Hello. Yes, so I'm a bit of a shut-in. I do not enjoy going. I like what it is. What I have to tell myself is I like once I'm on holiday, I like it. I mean, I don't love it. I after 5 days, no matter, I want to be home. I get bored of holidays very quickly. I just anyway, but it's fine. I have to constantly, but it's the whole process of getting ready. My wife, God bless her. God bless
Fred's
her.
got plenty.
Yeah, my wife.
Martha's got plenty.
Yeah,
We've all got plenty.
she has got what it takes
Plenty
to
to go
pack
round.
lots of clothes.
My wife's
That's a bit misogynistic.
got what it takes.
Yeah. High stress. I tend to before we went to Japan last year, the night before, I was at one point genuine shaking, sobbing in a fetal position, just an all-out whitey panic, not like as in whitey. This is going brilliantly. An all-out panic, trembling. I can't stand leaving all this. Why would I want to leave this anyway? Move on. Got a text at 10 p.m. We had a 6 p.m. flight, 6 a.m. flight. We got a text at 10 p.m. Your plane's broken, soz, which is all right. You know, I don't want to fly on a broken plane. And very, very quickly, we had human manned English speaking ticket desk at Madrid airport. Oh my God. So, well, we'll get on to Spanish ticket inspectors, but let's just attack Spanish ticket sellers. But let's just say your experience in Madrid differed from mine in Barcelona. Gatwick, yes. So just before we were sort of going to go to bed, we had to rearrange entirely. You had to rearrange my holiday completely to go to cancel taxis, change all our plans, and basically go to Gatwick and get onto a different airline. The British Airways put us onto a different airline. The old kind of press, and this is all on the app. So it's like just press this button to transfer yourself to a new airline. Right, I've done that. And then it says, good news, now you can check in. And I'm like, okay, I'll check in on the new airline. And it said, we are unable to check you in due to an outstanding payment. Right, okay, well, that's not great news, is it? And throughout the night, I'm trying to check in. No. So we had all the way up to the airport. Obviously, spoilers, we did get on a plane. All the way up to the airport, we've got the hour and a half, 2 hour journey. We've got what if we get to the desk and we're not registered? Because I had absolutely no proof that we were registered to be on the flight. We're at the station.
Some harm comes to him.
They are here, so I have to speak quietly. My elder daughter was being a right prick, just really unhelpful. She also left, oh fuck's sake, she left her bag, her fucking suitcase. The first train that we took, she left her suitcase on the train. I had to get back on the train and drag it off. So we had it was quite a stressful and resentful family of simmering. You've seen these families. Stood there just barely talking to each other, staring ahead, and the dad just exuding burning dad rage. That was us. We got on the train, and it's very, very crowded, and we've got our suitcases and everything, and I can hear, excuse me, there's plenty, you can move into another carriage. Yes, I said you can move into another carriage. Excuse me. And I look, and it's a lady sat down, and she's going, you can move into another carriage. Now, we can't move into another carriage. We're in the toilet carriage, which is the toilet with whatever carriage I'm in is a toilet carriage. So there's like a pinch point. The toilet comes out, and then there's like a one person wide pinch point, and that's full, and the other way's full. Like, there is no fucking way that we can move. And I'm ignoring this one. I'm just going to ignore her because I'm in a terrible mood already as it is. I'm just going to ignore her. Sir, excuse me. And I look, and there's a I sound just like a Karen. There's my teeth are on my lower are placed upon my lower lip for to start the sentence with a good strong fuck. Then obviously I clock the Southwest Rail name tag, sort of pull up the horses, and I just end up going, I don't care. Just, oh my God, you sound pathetic. Right, I see. Some people are very rude. It's then she's sat next to this lady who could not be any less interested in what she's saying. Now, what you've done is you've got a single ticket from Harrow to Wembley, but what you're wanting to do, you're trying to... Now, which terminal in Gatwick are you trying to get to? Right, terminal... Oh, the North Terminal. Well, you shouldn't have got a ticket for Harrow, you see. If you'd got a single ticket... if you got a single ticket from Harrow to Gatwick, but you changed at Clapham Junction, you don't want to get a return, you see. If you get a return, that's only on a family saver day, on weekdays, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Now, I don't know when you're going to be coming back. Now, you might want to do two single... Like, it went on the entire... And the woman sat next to her had no input at all. She was... What I'm pretty sure it was the woman she was talking to had to skip the train. She hadn't paid for the correct ticket. No. Oh, that was my... what it is, the lady sounded like Dr. Hamster from Peppa Pig. So that is my Dr. Hamster from Peppa Pig. You want to drink plenty of water? Oh, Tiddles. Also, Lucy Bowman. Anyway, so we had half an hour of the intricacies of Southwest trains ticketing system. So we were in my mood had deteriorated quite a bit further since then. We get to the check-in desk at Gatwick, and the one thing I didn't want to see, which I have seen on many occasions, the harbinger of doom, is the hello, can I just take your passports? Thank you very much. Let me just... Sorry, I'm just going to get a colleague. I don't know. It's not coming up. Not coming up. No, I can't see. Can you try? No, not there. Sorry, could you give us a few minutes? Yeah, it was. We weren't on the flight. We were not. British Airways had not transferred us onto the flight due to an outstanding payment. What does that mean? I don't know. So we were split up. We were put on. Basically, they said, well, we were overbooked, but we've got a few families and a few people who. So it was basically that thing where we had to wait in the loser area, so we had to sit. An error has occurred, so we had to sit. My wife and my younger daughter, weirdly, they got to go ahead. No, sorry, my wife and my older daughter got to go ahead. Me and my younger daughter, and by this point I hadn't eaten breakfast because of the stress and everything, and I'm actually starting to think, oh, I'm quite looking forward to a couple of hours in Gatwick Airport, if I'm honest, get some food in me. And we had to sit in the losers area. I went because they said, "Oh, go and talk to the lady at the check-in desk, and she'll look after you." And I went over to the check-in desk with the getting on the plane desk with my most winning smile. Yes, I know who you are. Sit down there, please. Okay. And then a sort of 15 minutes of me and my daughter just sat there watching everyone else on the planet apparently turn up and get on the plane. And then she just went, sorry, who are you again? Oh, fucking great. Anyway, we did get on the plane in the end, and the plane was fine and didn't crash. We did, however, arrive 2 hours later in Barcelona than planned, which would have follow-on consequences. So I don't know if you have to get Southwest trains to Gatwick. Yeah. So I don't know if you've travelled in Spain by train. Space Ben has, and apparently he found no trouble at all. That was not our experience. So, firstly, their ticket machines don't bloody work. Secondly, their ticket barriers don't bloody work, which isn't when you've got a plane full of hot foreigners, and I don't mean attractive foreigners. God no, and I'm including myself as a foreigner. There were basically, and also, and I know this is slightly prejudiced, but you don't know which people I'm thinking of. Apparently, some people don't believe in queuing. There are apparently nations in the world that will form an orderly queue, and there are nations in the world that will stand en masse next to the orderly queue, and then as soon as the queue moves, they'll all just move in. Oh, I know which country I'm talking about, and you know which country I'm talking about. So yes, after the scrum, we got to Barcelona very, very, very hot and short-tempered at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I thought we are in it's 2026. We are in a developed Western European country. We are in a developed Western European country. Let's get the train to another place in this country now. That is not, at the very least, in Catalan anyway. This is not how trains work. Apparently, to get a train from Barcelona to Zaragoza, you essentially have to book it weeks in advance, or days in advance to be fair, but you have to have a reserved ticket. Hello Fickle, hello, I hope you're very, very well. Excellent. Hello. One does not simply walk into a ticket station in Barcelona and buy a ticket for a train. So obviously, I won't go into the details of the rat race, the rat maze of the ticket booths. The half an hour wasted stood in that queue, getting into the queue, and then being told, "Oh, papers, please. And then just being told, other booth, and then having to go to the different booth, which had a different system of a sort of Argos McDonald's system where you get given a number and then you're with all the other wretched lost souls, all Pavlovian dogs, all dribbling, looking at the screen for your number to come up. We went to the ticket lady and said, and then said that is irritating, Spaceman, and said, hello, could we have a ticket for 4 to Zaragoza, please? As I say, please bear in mind this was about 3:30 in the afternoon. Oh yes, and the last train, the train stopped running at 8 o'clock in the evening. Normal, isn't it? You know, we all live in a country where trains just stop at 8, don't we? Who on earth would want to take a train after 8 o'clock in the evening? No one. It's a waste of money even putting it on. Hello, we'd like no, and she, it was literally this. Like you people. And then I don't think she even took the screensaver off her screen. I don't think her fingers were even on the keys. She just went, no. And obviously we've got a huge. Okay, is there anyone else? And she went, maybe there's another company. Like, not even. Oh, you could try my colleagues. I don't know, over there. Just literally, maybe there's another company. So trains were off, which was a problem. because we had no. I have done some research on this. Obviously, I've now understand what it is because we did get the train back. To get the train back, and I don't know if this is your experience, Ben. It might actually be to do with the part of Spain we were in. This is about as close. This really is don't get involved territory, but it's because and I apologies. I think I'm probably going to get my dates wrong here. About 25 years ago, ETA, the Basque, has got this stream tagged. ETA, the Basque separatist terrorist group, blew up a train. 171 people were killed on a train bomb. And that was, I believe, citation needed. That was around 9/11 as well. There we go. There's another another tag for the bots. Anyway, but that area of Spain, to get on a train now, you have to go through a full passport control. Literally, if you're foreign, you have to give your passport to them as identification. Full body scanners, belt off, put your stuff in the tray, put your rucksack. It's airport security to get on a train, and there's absolutely no standing, absolutely no. Basically, you have to pre-book so that you can be. I mean, because obviously, I won't. I'm going to stop saying trigger words. People what blow themselves up. Obviously don't have. Obviously, will never have any identification, so that's easy. Anyway, so you cannot just get on a plane, on a train from Barcelona to Zaragoza because of their draconian security. I'll tell you who was foremost in my mind throughout all of this: Richard Dawkins. Oh yeah, I'm sure you remember the time Richard Dawkins had his little pot of honey confiscated at customs. And he said that the terrorists have won. Richard, you and me both, mate. You and me both. We tried to get a hire car. My wife has never driven on the right for the Renfrew Most Trains are fully booked. Yes, and like I say, you will not be allowed. Like I say, I don't know if this just applies to Catalonia, because obviously politics, which I am way not getting involved, have no skill in the game, not getting involved in that, not getting involved, so spontaneous, not getting involved in that at all. No Herman, and I think it's disgusting, that money you raised, okay? You know, not on, Herman, not on. Could you be more appropriate? Sorry about that. Not getting involved. So we went to car rental. I saw a vision of hell. All the car rental places were on the second basement floor of Barcelona Airport car park, in a heat wave. A basement car park. There were no windows. The whole place was filled with carbon monoxide, odorless carbon monoxide. Ask me how I know. I just stopped. The ability to do times tables just kind of left me. And these poor bastards are sat in these booths in a windowless concrete hole, huffing exhaust fumes and not daring to step outside their office for fear of getting fucking slow cooked in the oven. The cost of the hire car was enormous. And we realised we were fucked. We could not. There were no trains, no coach. I mean, the coaches were out of the question. Time was getting away from us. We hadn't eaten. It was about 5. So we went to a taxi rank and said, "Hello, could we get a taxi to Zaragoza, please?" Sorry, what? What? Is expensive. Yes, I know is expensive. How much would that be? Well, he quoted us €600. Hey, don't worry, I managed to beat him down to €550. Yes, we spent €550 taking a taxi from Barcelona to Zaragoza. My daughter vomited in the car 3 times, but he was very nice about it. Also, my daughter is a superb vomiter. Absolute 10 out of 10 vomiting technique. Not a single drip, not a single splash of the back. Fickle Sylph, a very valid question. If I earned anywhere near enough money on this to break minimum wage, which I do not, then yes, I probably would be able to claim this as a tax expense. But since I'm quite a long way beneath the minimum tax bracket, none of this is applicable, sadly. She yes, and she vomited liquid in quantity as well, real inside of the bag being filled stuff, not a single drip escaped. So 10 out of 10 vomiting. The taxi driver was, I mean, look, when someone gives you 550 quid, you know, you will be nice. He was a very nice guy. We're halfway, 2 hours up the motorway, and he got his radio thing, his controller or whatever, was wondering where he was. And it's all in Spanish, but just obviously says, "Where are you?" And you go, Zaragoza, and you just heard on the other end of the radio, Zaragoza, and he went, "Sí, Zaragoza." Just a long pause, and then, okay, and then the what I assume was, well, I guess we'll be seeing you tomorrow then. Anyway, so that was day one. We got to Zaragoza. We got there. I am from now on, from this point right now onwards, I'm going to try and memory hole that 550 quid. I'm going to just try and forget everything I've just told you. This is more of a sort of oral tradition story that I'm passing to you so you can remember it, because I would quite like to forget that ever happened. Please do subscribe, by the way. Please do subscribe. What it is, I'm now trying to remember what disaster came next. Oh yes, so this isn't a disaster, but it is interesting. Zaragoza closes in August, more or less. It's hot. Tourists don't tend to, well, basically it's not one of the big tourist. Zaragoza, by the way, itself, I really liked it. I really liked it. I liked it a lot better than Paris. Sorry to any Parisians watching. I thought it was a charming little city. It's a fun city. Great, really. Don't worry. This sincere niceness. There's plenty more disasters to come. Don't worry. Really not. We ate fantastic food the whole time. Weird food in weird quantities, but really good food. Locals lovely. City small and nice. 2 thumbs up for Zaragoza. Don't go in August because they all fuck off, because it's just unbearably hot. It was 41, 42 the whole time. This will come up later. So yeah, we had our usual kind of thing of being unable to find the food. We lost a day scouting, so obviously we had arrived 2 days early. The idea was I was going to spend 2 days scouting out the location for the Wednesday eclipse, because the total eclipse was happening at the totality. You don't rate their food now. See, there you go. So I worried all the way to Spain. Well, I'll tell you one piece of comfort. If we had done the right thing and pre-booked the train, we would actually be worse off. I suppose possibly we could have got British Airways to refund it, but even that, I bet we'd have I'm so shit at these negotiations, I would have just ended up with vouchers or something. But we would have missed our train because our plane was bumped. That was the other thing. I've got a strategy. Whenever I'm don't say bummed, I'll say bummed. Whenever I'm being bummed by a company, Sorry, that's a very vivid image. Whenever I'm being bumped by a company, I like to just kind of state what's happening to them so they get confirmation. When I said, so we've been bumped from our flight to this flight, and now we're being bumped from this flight as well. And they went, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is right. I mean, to be fair to them, he did say, yeah, that's right. He didn't sort of correct my grammar. It's like, no, you have, yes, sir, you have grasped. You have grasped what's happening to you. Yes, you're being bumped from the flight you were bumped to. That's right. Anyway, because of that, we wouldn't have been able to get the train. We certainly wouldn't have been able to get like a refund from that. And it would awful. Anyway, hotel was fine. Realised that the sun, because I had done a bit of research. We had a pool, and I was thinking, all right, well, we'll just watch the eclipse from the swimming pool. It was with a sort of sense of encroaching doom that I saw that the sun was getting closer and closer and closer to one very specific building on the horizon. And then realised that at the exact moment of eclipse would be the exact moment that the sun would be behind that building. So that was a day. That was a day gone. So the next day, I've got to be really careful not to miss any disasters here. This wasn't a disaster, but there was an American guy in the pool talking non-stop to his girlfriend, and he had the exact same voice as Elon Musk. Oh, well, I think that, technically, just droning on and on and on and on. And no matter how much you try and relax and enjoy the cool water and the hot sun and the pina colada, if you've got Elon in your, it does ruin your holiday. I grew to hate that man, and it may not be his fault. Well, no, it is his fault. He should speak in a different way, dick. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So the next day we had to go out and scout a location where at and I only had one at 8:30 exactly, we would have an uninterrupted view of the sun. Now, this is, like I say, this is the one bit where it was an absolute trump. So I took my family out in 38-degree heat for a scouting expedition. They left me. It's fine, by the way, absolutely fine. I was delighted about it. We got halfway through searching, and my wife and the kids were essentially in tears. My kids are in tears, begging us to stop and go back because of heat exhaustion. So obviously I said, okay, you go and, just go and find somewhere. Here, you take this. I gave them all the water. I gave them all the fluids, and I said, it's all right, I'll go ahead and scout. So I went, essentially just walked out of the city. I just kept walking and walking and walking. And to my credit, I found a field, which gives you some idea of how far I walked. I found a large empty field at about 8:30. Grass, trees, everything. 8:30. You could see the sun just above the trees. Perfect. And there's no twist in the tale, by the way. It's one of the very few genuine triumphs I've had. Certainly the only genuine triumph I had on this holiday, and indeed in my life. So let me be pleased about that. It was a great field, and I'm delighted with myself. I nearly didn't see the next day because, as I said, I didn't bring any drink with me. And at the risk of sounding like Alan Partridge, tell you what they could do with a lot more of in Spain: vending machines. The last holiday we went on was Japan, and I tell you what, those people, they do like their vending machines. You're not going to go thirsty in Japan. You're never more than 2 rats away from a vending machine. Not the case in Zaragoza, especially on the bizarre northwest bit of Zaragoza where there's literally nothing. It was like falling down. I saw a vending machine, and then as I got nearer, I realised it was behind a fence in a tennis club. I felt. I'll tell you what. It's a bit like. I'll tell you what it reminded me of. I felt like Sarah Connor, up against the blazing heat, up against the wire fence, just going no, no, but without the screaming. Yes, I watched the hydrated, happy, beautiful tennis people drinking their cold drinks. Things genuinely get a bit fuzzy. I remember thinking that I was in some sort of trouble. I am aware that I went into a newsagent and bought a can of Coke. I've got a picture of myself somewhere. I really don't really look my pupils. I've got a picture of myself. I think I'm fucked. Took a picture of myself. My pupils are like that. I was sat on I found a sort of plaza-y thing. The sort of place, if you're an English football fan abroad, the sort of place where you would get a plastic, you get some really good distance on some chairs being thrown at the football fans. I sat on a chair, dry heaving, trying to force Coke down my throat, but like that. Very, very nice lady. Was was packing was packing away the chairs, and I knew I just couldn't stand, and she was packing them all away around me, and I'm just going, oh, sorry, I'm so, I'm so, I'm so sorry. And I know what I look like. I'm an overweight, middle-aged British man. I just look like I'm pissed out of my face and lost my mates. No, I see. I was suffering some sort of moderately advanced dehydration. Um, uh, so I genuinely try to remember how. Anyway, yes. Anyway, the coke took its effect. The shakes as the went and bought another. Anyway, 2 cans of coke later, feeling a bit better. My wife's really pissed off with me because she found a she found a really nice restaurant, which was packed to the fucking gunnels with the Sally Gunnels, without air conditioning, with just fans. Anyway, I took one look at it and just texted, not doing that, somewhere else. Well, you find somewhere else then. I found somewhere else, and my wife, it's not that funny. You didn't see them. My wife had a plate of tomatoes. I had 6 cubes. I tell you what, I had 6 cubes of fish. I can't. I'm trying to find something to compare. Imagine their diet. 6 dice-sized cubes of fish. It was lovely. It was smoked. It was smoked salmon, but in lumps. We got lumps of it round the back. It's smoked salmon cube lumps. Whatever they are, they tasted incredible, but it was not the slap-up feast that my wife was wanting. She had a plate of tomatoes. We're still not really sure what went wrong there, but I wasn't helping. So the next day, the next day was, I think, okay. I think that no, there was something badly went wrong. Yeah, not my. Oh yes, I wanted to go to the Goya Museum. That was shut. Anyway, we saw the eclipse. I will come back to the eclipse. It was magnificent. And then our final day, we're back in the pool, and I'm thinking, I hope Elon's not there. And I'm, with my kids. By the way, when you say pool, I'm pretty much exactly in a pool. I'm pretty much exactly as you imagine. I spend 80% of my time beached on a sunbed. I was reading the Silmarillion. I know. Hey, calm down, girls. Sunburnt, middle-aged British man reading the Silmarillion. Anyway, and then just going into the pool and just sort of doing that sort of arms up on the side thing, just doing that. Oh, just wow, it was good. That was good. Just doing that for a couple of hours. And out of the corner of my eye, this couple had, well, they'd pulled a sunbed kind of right up next to the pool, and I wasn't staring. Just out the corner of my eye, there were the guy was on the lounger, and he had his girlfriend like on top of him, and he was rubbing cream. Let's assume it was sun cream. He was rubbing cream into her thighs around her fanny area. Her upper inner thighs, buttocks, and fanny. He was rubbing with cream. And obviously, you know, I am a prude. I resent other people having sex or sex lives, or the pleasure of each other's bodies, anything like that. My initial, my reflex reaction is begone, get a room type thing. But I thought, you know, look, they're 19 years old. You know, I would like to say, who among us wasn't like that when we were 19? No, I actually wasn't like that at all when I was 19. I find the human body repulsive. But I thought, you know, you're the one with the problem. They're 19 years old. They're probably on holiday for the first time. Why don't we just take a look at them? Oh my God. They were not 19 years old. Far from it. She was she had a very good body, and good for her is what I'm going to say about the lady. The guy, I mean, she was about my age, the lady, and well done her, good for her, excellent. The guy looked exactly like George Orwell post tuberculosis. He looked like George Orwell. He had that weird. Well, he looked a bit like a tuberculosis Ron from Sparks and George Orwell. He had the weird hair. He had the moustache. It was George Orwell rubbing fanny cream into a lady. It wasn't. It was obviously Don't Look Now came to mind as well. It wasn't his uncompromising ugliness that was the issue, though. It was the eye contact. I might be flattering myself, but it felt a lot like I and others in the pool were part of their thing. Sometimes they would get in the pool and just kind of float. You know when you look at someone and you realise that you've accidentally made eye contact with them, and you look away and you look back and you realise they're still holding it. Like that. And she's just like, he's basically, you know, she's in... or they'd get up onto the bed and then just stare. Realising, and also getting more rubby and more kind of into it, realising that if nothing else, I am now some form of lubricant for whatever it is that they are, whatever their evening is building up to. My jiggly sunburnt tits are forming part of that lubricant. I would say that did mar my enjoyment of our last day in the pool. I had to leave. I could not fucking take it anymore. You really can't say to someone, "I'm sorry, mate, you look too much like George Orwell and your eyes give me the fucking creeps. Please, could you leave?" You know, people seem to think that you're the unreasonable one. So I went back to my room and watched some Spanish telly. Okay, what was the next disaster? Oh, I know. This has got a good ending, by the way. surely something. Oh yes, that was good. If something else occurs to me, I'll tell you. On the way back, I was talking to my daughter on the train, and the guy next to me just went shh 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 shh. Fucking hell! I just stared at him like that, and he just sort of making noises at me, just indicating he didn't want to listen to my voice anymore. Which you know, I mean, I do see his point. I mean, you people can just switch to another tab. I do appreciate that being. Oh, this isn't the 2-hour journey back, by the way. We pre-booked that, and it did cost, as you say. Well, for 4 of us, it cost €100, which obviously isn't an amazing price, but is a hell of a lot better than 550 for a taxi, and we pre-booked. So I had to sort of stand next to Mr. Angry, wondering, he really did look angry, wondering whether to just talk even louder, or just shut my fucking mouth. And after everything else, I thought I'd do that. Anyway, I later saw him getting quite aggressively questioned by the police in the airport. I had to make a couple of completely superfluous trips to the toilet because I kept wanting to try and earwig on what was happening to him. But what I did see were that his 2 sons were wearing Argentinian football shirts, which I guess was quite a bold move in Barcelona of all places. But yes, the shush, I don't want to hear your voice, man, was animatedly was berating the Spanish filth later on. That wasn't a bad thing at all. That was actually fantastic, and I really, really enjoyed that. Although it is my regret that I despite walking past 2 or 3 times, I was still unable to find out what happened. We were going to go and see the Gaudi fucking thing, Basilica, in Barcelona. We went to the left luggage place in Barcelona train station, which it turned out was back down in the basement. So I had to go all the way. It's a long journey, so back down into the basement, into the concrete. Barcelona Sants was the station. Back into the basement level pressure cooker carbon monoxide chamber, past all of the depressed car rental people, and then just literally just saw Blues Brothers just saw the sign that just said, no, there's no left luggage here, fuck off. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. You're not leaving your luggage here. So then came all the way back and told my family, no, we will not be seeing any of Barcelona today. So we turned up early at the airport, thinking, we can... well, why don't we just be one of those... when you're running around the airport just trying to grab something from Pret, and you see some fucking weird family having like a 3-course meal in a restaurant, and you think, how have you got yourselves that organised that you can leisurely... Oh, hello, am I losing? I'm in the red here. Am I dropping out? What's going on here? 1 second. I can see that my internet is being shite. 1 second, please. Let me just have a look. You've had a few bufferings. Yeah, my internet's not amazing. Let me have a quick look. I might switch. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, okay, that's okay. Yeah, it's a little bit spotty. I'm just going to switch location. Oh, am I back? Good. Oh, sorry, Space Ben. My internet connecty thing went from green to red. Sorry if it's technical. I think my internet connection's not amazing. I have to change my. Anyway, let's not get into that. Where was I? Where were we? Oh, we're in the airport. Oh, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. I'll skip to the end then. Yes. So we had 4 hours in the airport, and but it turns out you can't check in less than 2.5 hours before the plane takes off. You're not allowed to check in, so you can't actually get beyond security until then. So I genuinely don't know how people do have a full 3-course sit-down meal in the airport, because by the time we'd then joined the queue and then obviously had to queue for half an hour and then gone through all the faff, as always, we were left with like an hour at the other end. We had a junkie in front of us, Georgie, as I called him. It was he had. He was a junkie. He was a skeletal, pale, properly tweaking. Just twitch, shaking. He couldn't get his belt back onto his trousers, which were falling off his skeletal arse. And it was charming in a way. He had a homemade. He'd made his own Barcelona FC t-shirt, a football shirt, because obviously you're in Barcelona, like every other person is wearing a Yamal Barcelona top, and he'd kind of made his own, like Georgie makes his passports in papers, please. But I'm not sitting next to that fucker. If that guy is on my plane, I'm getting him. I'm getting him. I'm not sitting next to that guy. Fuck off. Anyway, it's fine. But we had that. The Britain has. It's hard to find out what it is. In the last 10 years, Britain must have done something to really annoy their European neighbours. I can't really think what it might be so far, because I seem to remember over 10 years ago when you were leaving Spain, you could just go into sort of blue queue thing, and then you just go and then you go straight through. Something seems to have changed since then. It seems to become an unbelievably long, laborious process with like one member of staff processing apparently half an airport. We were stood in a queue that just went on and on and on, and we were already up against it with the flight, and it is getting properly about 20 minutes until takeoff, until gate closing, 15 minutes, 10 minutes to go until the gates close, and we are in the middle. Yes, lots of biometrics, also a lot of egg timers. You have to push your fingerprints onto a plate, and then and obviously you're watching everyone else's fucking sorry about the swearing. You're watching everyone else's egg timer, so you just stood there, and then obviously people are putting their thing, and then they're taking it off too quickly, and then it egg timers, and then it says, "Sorry, your fingerprints are shit. Do it again," and then they do that. And then someone has to come out of their booth very, very slowly and come round and then explain to them in Spanish what they're doing wrong. And then they go, "What?" And then, everyone is watching this. And we're pretty much at the front. And this voice behind us says, "Excuse me, I really am in a hurry. Could someone let me through, please?" I'd had a couple of drinks at this point. Oh, I'll tell you something. The Pret in Barcelona airport sells bottles of Estrella for €4, which isn't a great price for a bottle, but it was the best deal I could find on beer. So I'm blessed the guy at Pret. I bought a full Oh, by the way, if you're thinking, oh, he went to Spain and ate Pret. Yes, I did. Right at the end, when I'm in an airport, I want a Pret. It's just anyway. Don't. I went back two more times anyway, without buying sandwiches or crisps. I just went for the beer, and the guy behind the counter liked my style. Hey, my friend again. So I am now the Barcelona Pret pisshead. The Pret drunk. So I'd had a few beers in me. Excuse me, could someone? I'm very late. Could someone let me through, please? And so I very, very bravely said, "Yeah, we're all late. We're all late." And she went, "Oh, so good. Oh, it was so good. It was so good." Do you know what she said? She said, "Excuse me, are you going to Dubai?" Yes, she was on. Oh, and she had a bag with a dog in it. Oh, for fuck's sake! And excuse me, are you going to Dubai? And I went, thinking, well, genuinely, I'm not a liar in general. I'm a terrible liar, but if you make a noise, I don't think it counts, does it? If you make a noise. If you don't say yes, if you say I think you get a little bit of wiggle room with lying. Then that's how I. We agree with that, don't we? So, are you going to Dubai? That weirdly seemed to work because then she started on the guy behind me, who was also a sunburnt, middle-aged British man with his wife and kids. And she went, I didn't quite hear what she said, but I heard him say, well, you should have got here earlier then, shouldn't you? Which I liked. At this point, we're now, in many ways, we're all going to Dubai. At this point, 3 minutes, by the way. Is no, is yes. Yeah. At this point, we are pressing our fingerprints and watching this egg timer. 3 minutes to go. So my elder daughter is, young. So me and her take off. I do the classic drunk old man run, where I break into a full-on, full-tilt sprint. Because obviously the idea is we'll just get to the gate, plead with them to just spare another couple of minutes for my trailing wife and younger daughter to come. Full-on sprint, and I do the absolute classic 10 to 15 seconds, especially, like I say, 3 beers in me, 10 to 15 seconds thinking I am doing, this is great running. I'm thinking my form is good. I've got a good. I'm thinking I'm not going too fast. This is good. I can do this. We hit. It's one of those airports where you have to go through. You have to go through the maze of perfume and booze as part of the route to get to your fucking plane. You have to go through the perfume thing. And it's at that point that my body remembers that I am a 46-year-old Twitch streamer, not. I was going to say Jesse Owens. Oh, that'll get the kids. That'll get the kids coming in. I am not Jesse Owens. Is it Owens or Owen? Owens. I'm not Usain Bolt. And in much the same way as I did in that Zaragoza football hooligan plaza, Owens, thank you. I'm clutching my heart. It wasn't my heart that was hurting. It was just the complete lack of any oxygen in my bloodstream. As I'm now just staggering. I see my daughter just disappear off into the distance. We get to the queue, which thankfully is still a lot of people. And what it is, because the Spanish exit process has been so incredibly slow because they put one person on. Basically, the entire plane is delayed, and we end up taking off late. It's not that big a deal. And then while I'm still, sort of hunched over, trying not to gob on the floor, the guy who was behind me, who also got an earful from the lady from Dubai, he comes. And he's very nice, and he says, "Oh, yeah, it was really funny when you said that you're going to Dubai. Oh, well done." And I said, "Oh no, I liked it when you," and we had a bit of a laugh. And he said, "Do you know what she said to me?" He tried to make a complaint about me and about the and about him, the guy behind me. And I said, neither of us, oh, by the way, were abusive. I said, we're all getting a flight. And he said, well, you should have come earlier then, But anyway, she raised this to, having been denied to skip the queue. She then was apparently complaining to the Spanish authorities about us. He didn't say how she described me, but he said, do you know how she described me? She said, right, I've got to take this because this is related to the thing I haven't even told you about yet. It, ooh, it wasn't. It was spam. But there's still one more thing that went wrong. Yeah, he said, do you know what she said about me? She described me as the man with the imitation Gucci bag, and he pointed to it. It was, it was a bum bag. It was what you might even call a fanny pack. He said, I got this for £5 in Birmingham Market. It was a bum bag. It wasn't. It was a bum bag. I can't express how just a bum bag this thing was. Well, as he said, he bought it for £5 in Birmingham Market. And she identified it as an imitation Gucci bag, which I've been pondering it since, and I can only imagine the world that she inhabits is either all bags or all clothes come in two flavours, designer or imitation. I think the idea of just buying a bag from a market or just some clothes from a shop is beyond her mental boundaries. Presumably all of our horrible friends have. Anyway, so yes, the imitation Gucci bag, which I don't think would have helped with the description. And she then cursed us. She said to him, "Well, I hope you have a very safe flight," which I believe they can't actually get you for. But yeah, he said, she fucking cursed us. She's cursed the fucking. That's my Birmingham accent, and I will never do it again. And I'm sorry. She's cursed our flight, and she did. As he got, we had great bants. Obviously, as he got on, his family got on before us, and I shouted, "Have a safe flight." We were getting on the same flight, so it was very, very funny. The flight was safe, incidentally. This doesn't get grim, but we got back to Heathrow. And waited for our luggage. And then the voice came on the tannoy, and it's not good when they start. We have an announcement. There are some logistical difficulties. Abuse against our staff will not be tolerated. Any abuse against our staff will result in immediate reporting. Oh dear, this is going to be a good one. The following flights have their luggage will not be arriving tonight. And then it was a comical list of flight number WH463. And it went on and on and on and on. And we're just looking at BA456. And BA456. Yeah, we've still not got our luggage back. Oh, we've got half of it back. They've still lost the other half, including all of my clothes. And as my wife pointed out, we took all of our favourite clothes on holiday with us because you do, don't you? So I'm currently missing most of my clothes, quite a lot of other stuff as well. I just before coming on, just before starting the stream, I've got an email from BA asking me to describe the contents of the bag, which I would say is not an encouraging sign. That was spam, by the way. I just got, so that wasn't it. So that's what I'm doing after this stream is trying to help them load, because it said that the label may have been removed. So that was our holiday. Yes, I think I've got a feeling I've missed out on a couple of other complete fucking. Oh God, this doesn't count as a disaster as such. But long-time viewers may remember about worse than the Elon Musk thing. About 11 years ago, my mother was dying of cancer, and I had to nurse her through her final days and hours because her partner was up in Leeds cheating on her with the woman that he would then immediately move in while my mother's body was still in the freezer. There was a guy in our hotel, and every single one of our seemingly every single restaurant we ever went in, who was the fucking spit. And you know when you say, like I said to I don't know what I'm gonna, anyway I'll call him Steve, Storm Blossom,
See, that's
my
how
mum's
harm
evil
comes to him.
ex-partner Steve, saying to my missus, does that guy look like Steve? And she's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm still not 100%. I mean, it's not like I talk to him. I'm still not 100% sure it wasn't him. He was also in the corner of my eye, like constantly. So as I say, my mother's dying death rattle from 11 years ago was also, you know, every time I saw him, just little memories just coming back. Absolutely not that guy's fault that he's chosen to model his look on that guy, but that was also just a little. That was a little thing on top. Oh, Spanish telly was a fucking delight and everything I wanted it to be. The first program I put on was a game show where the contestants were dressed up as bees. And then they had to climb up giant flowers and throw pollen onto their back, while a very, very excitable Spanish man screamed at them. That show went on for an hour and a half, and I watched it all, absolutely delighted. So yes, anyway, that was my holiday. I'm really happy to be back doing this now, back in the low stress environment. And there are Japanese TV. Oh, well, Japanese TV was exactly what I wanted as well. That was Japanese people out on the street, inexplicably dressed again in costumes, walking into shops, while a picture-in-picture of a Japanese person absolutely pissing themselves in laughter watching it on every channel. So there you go. So what do I want to talk about next? I'm going to very, very quickly get myself hydrated, and I'll be back because I want to talk about AI, and I've got something to show you. Yes, I've got something to show you, so don't go away. I will be 1
You could drink your weak lemon
minute.
drink now, or you could wait until later.
There's no music. That's a bit grim, isn't it? I could have put some music on. What it is, only 3 viewers lost since the story started. Jack a fucking Nori. Kerbal Space Program is now
Bunny.
approaching.
No. Bunny.
Hey!
No. Bunny. No.
Remember on Friday when I was genuinely pissed off at all of that? By the way, I know it's... Can I apologise for my increasingly sour demeanour last week? The anger was not ironic or feigned. I was genuinely in quite a dark place. And, you know, it was a well-timed holiday, let's put it that way. Oh, yes, AI. So, I saw the Twitch AI news, that Twitch are by default hidden in the settings, and as I've seen, that Amazon are making Twitch use these streams to train generative AI. It's on by default. If you are a Twitch streamer, I'm sure I am. I'm sure I'm not giving you anything you haven't heard of, but I'll just say what it is just in case you haven't heard. In your settings, you've now, I think it's in settings, security and privacy. You've now got a tick box enabled that says that this is going to be used to train AI content. I mean, as you know, I'm currently looking for a job. The amount of jobs for video editors at the moment, even viewers should turn it off. Right. So you right now should, if you haven't already done it, go to settings, security and privacy, I think, and turn the... you have to scroll down as well because they're... see you next Tuesdays. I'm trying to row back on the swearing a little bit. Actually, no, they are cunts. What the fuck am I talking? Because they're cunts, you have to scroll down and turn it off. Apparently, it's been foisted on Twitch by the Amazon overlords. Allegedly, Twitch hate it and don't want it. And if everyone turns it off, then they can tell Amazon that it is a poor business decision. If it hits Jeff in the pocket, then that's the only way that's going to do it. So yes, if you haven't already, do turn off settings, security, privacy, allow my text to train AI content, and do turn that off. And as you know, this is apart from, again, full disclosure, apart from a little bit of C# vibe coding, because my C# skills are not quite up to this level, so there is a little bit of vibe coding inside here. I'm sorry for my weakness, but this is there we go. This is an AI free zone, because where else could you get beautiful animation like this? I'd like to see ChatGPT fire something like this out on request. You know what? It's refreshing. That's actually very, very nice, as long as you don't mind the linden tree smell. Look, I seriously, you can't find anything to turn off. Let me hang on. Should we do some live? Should we do some live settings chat? Where am I? All right, I accept your cookies. I go to the top right, which is got my thing on it. Go to settings, go to security and privacy tab, scroll down. It's the third from the bottom. Pardon. It says training for generative AI, and it's probably switched on. You want that off, obvs. So yes, that's off. So don't worry. This stream will not be used to generate AI, and you will never see AI on this stream, except for what I'm about to show you. Now, disclaimer. This is not. This is not a pivot. This is not me. This isn't a story that's going to end with me going. And you know what? Actually, it is bloody good. So don't worry. But employers, when I'm applying to jobs, especially video editing jobs, they're all putting you must have experience using Google Flow or some fucking Gen AI horrible video bollocks. And I looked at my Google Drive settings, and apparently because I've got the one up the tier plan I've got for my Google Drive, which I only use for backing up things, I've got a load of AI tokens every day to spend, and I've got access to AI video generation stuff, and I thought, well, fine, I should at least know how this shit works. So in my spare time, I've been playing with it, essentially. I have no intention at all, and it won't happen. I've no intention of using this for anything other than extremely private research. Pardon. I will not use generative AI for anything I'm actually sending out into the world. But I thought I'd set myself a project, and I thought, well, one thing I haven't done on this channel is made a trailer, which I absolutely do need to do. And obviously I'm just going to talk. I'll make a trailer. But I thought, why don't I make a trailer using generative AI? Let me just get it lined up. It is on YouTube, but it is a link only. This is not for public consumption because it is a terrible thing that I have done. Hang on. Let me get this lined. Oh, good. It doesn't show up on my. Oh, I've hidden it so well. Hang on. Sorry, I have uploaded it to. I have uploaded it to YouTube, but I've also hidden it, and now I can't find it again. Oh yeah, here we go. So, I understand how AI filmmaking is supposed to work. You're supposed to film yourself talking and saying lines, and then it puts an obnoxious. It puts the
Hi GYTS.
Shh. It puts a obnoxious filter over everything. I had no intention of uploading my moving face and my moving voice to this shit. What you're about to see, I made entirely on my back on a sunbed. I've made this entirely. I gave it 3 pictures of myself, three still pictures of myself, and everything else that you see, I typed. I just typed it into my phone. The music you're going to hear is also AI. Everything you see is AI. None of it is actually me. There's last night it was all disparate scenes, so I have stuck the scenes together in DaVinci. Yeah, the best position for marketing, on my back. I did stick the scenes together in DaVinci and put them the AI music bed underneath, but old-fashioned, obsolete methods, obviously. But yes, this is if in a different universe, if I was pivoting. Hello, I know who that is. If I was pivoting to AI. Oh, by the way, I was going to open the stream with this. I was going to open the stream with this when the iris opened. I was going to open with this, so you'd all think I'd lost my fucking mind. But I just thought I'll just smile and say hello. That's nicer. Yes. So this is a trailer for the channel. Made on a sunbed with 3 photos, and here we go.
Hi GYTS, and welcome to Eddie's Purple Arcade.
Let me show you what's inside me.
On this channel, we play Crusader Kings III. It is a very grand game. We play Kerbal space program. What have I done to my country?
We also play foreign games. Good. Do you know where the Mad Angels hang out?
I used to have a career. Now I'm working for coins.
Haha, that Edmonds is crazy! We stream 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We stream 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every weekday.
We have great banter. Like,
This one's
what
uncanny.
have I done? And you know your judo well.
This is democracy! Manifest! Take your hands off my penis!
Why not have me on while you're eating or doing private activities? Ooh, pardon.
Please remember to subscribe. People who don't subscribe are filth!
So join us! TTP/EddiePurple_arcade.
That's AI for you. So as you can see, yeah, that's better than making a thing, isn't
I'm
it?
ready.
That's a lot better than
And you're ready. Fish and plankton.
bag it and ship
sea
it.
green
Done,
and
done,
protein
done.
From the sea.
Let's take our clothes off first before
Thank you very much. Thank you. That I do not deserve anything for that. That was that was made literally lying on my back typing into my phone. I tell you what, right, Kerbal Space Program really is very, very, very soon. Honestly, I've had a proper this is. I'm just going to say it very, very quickly. I've had a real epiphany making that. This is what I've realised about AI in terms of using AI to make videos. It's obvious, really. You're not okay. You, a creative person, want to create a piece of art. You have an image in your head of the thing you want to create. You can see what you want to create in your head. This is me explaining to you, how creativity works. You see a thing in your head, and then using your hands and the tools that you have available, you then use those to get the thing from your head interpreted through your hands and methods, and then you make it a thing. Like cave people, their paintings generally are shit, but when there's a man stalking an antelope, the person that did that imagined themselves stalking an antelope in their head, and then what's on the wall is the manifestation of what was in their head and how they interpreted it. And that is how art works, isn't it? That's called art. That's how you appreciate what an art is. And it occurred to me, because what it is I'm typing in these, I'm typing in the scenes. I'm on a dirt bike, with people from the 80s smoking and looking at me or whatever. And then. And this is the dirtiness of AI, and it's the thing that I do find fun about it. You type something in, you send it, you wait 2 minutes, and then it spits something back at you. And undeniably, there's a thrill in looking and seeing what it's done, how it's interpreted what you wanted. But what it is, it will never look like what you imagine in your head, which, like I say, can be quite fun because it's always nice to be surprised. But it will not look like what's in your head. Two, it ignores quite a lot of what you ask it for anyway and hallucinates. There's a few lines in that trailer, incidentally, that were completely, it ignored what I told it. It is a very grand game. It was like a completely made up line that it did, because anyway. and all it is, because I started getting tired. Oh, the scene where he doesn't say "ooh, pardon" properly. I used up my day's credits on my back trying to get him to say "ooh, pardon," which he doesn't. And I was trying to correct it and couldn't, and was getting a little bit cross. And then I remembered, hang on, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Just move on with your life. And then I realised what AI video creation is. It's there's someone else who orders a video by making notes, gives a load of orders to a third party, and then the third party makes it for them and gives it back to them, and then they give more notes and say, no, not like that, like this. That's executive behaviour. It's corporate behaviour. Creative directors, creative producers, executives at a large toy company who've just obtained a beloved British cartoon. They think they're creative. They think they're creative because they give orders for what they want, and then some artists go away and then give it back to them, and then they give more notes. And you and I know that that isn't creativity, but these people don't know that that's not creativity, because when you work at a corporation, when you're high up at a corporation, how you interact with the world is you make a list of demands, and then you get what you wanted back again. And that's why these people think that they are making something. They're not, obviously. The artists are making it. And that is what video AI is. It's not just corporate art because it's made by corporations and funded by corporations. It's corporate art because the method that you use it is the same method that corporations use to generate things. You haven't got a brush, you haven't got any direct input into what it's spitting out at you. You're just giving it orders. You're barking orders at it. Get it right, get it right, no, get it right, get it right, until it eventually gives you something that you think, oh, that'll do. Oh, I'm running out of time. Let's just get this done. And you get your orders kind of obeyed to an extent, but it has no nutritional value. And the thing is, this revelation that AI video art is by its very the medium is corporate. They don't see that as a bad thing. They see that as normal, because they think that that's how. On Peppa Pig, I mean, this is going way back. I mean, this is pre-AI. People would say, "Oh, it's all done on computers, isn't it?" And it just used to be a grumble that people would think that there's an animate button, that we were all sat at our computers just pressing a button, and then an episode came out. Now that's literally how it works, because that's how people have always thought it works. And so they can't see the difference between me saying no, he says ooh, pardon, and then eats the banana. They can't see the difference between that and opening Photoshop and going file new and taking a deep breath and opening a new layer. I've got a stock copy paste for customers that have created something. You've used ChatGPT, you can only expect slop. Yeah. So yeah, it was philosophically making that horrible, worthless thing has been interesting. But anyway, the point is now I can just say, so I'm not a good liar, so I can just say in any future job interview, oh yeah, I've made short form trailers with AI, and then just move the conversation on. Anyway, I thought I would share that with you. That's not being seen. I'm not putting that on anywhere else because I don't want there's enough slop in the world. But I thought it might I thought it might be amusing. Anyway, there you go. Are we up to date? Oh no, do you want to see the worst video of an eclipse you've ever seen in your life? And then we'll do Kerbal Space Program. The eclipse itself, whatever I was expecting, it surpassed it. It was a profound experience. What it is, I was kind of expecting it, but it was still potent. The reaction of the lizard brain. When I was bigging it up to my kids, I was explaining to my kids that obviously we've only in the whole history of humanity. Yes, legitimate beef. Yeah, it's. I was explaining to my kids in the long history of humanity, we've understood what a solar eclipse is for the tiniest fraction of time. Genetic memory, or whatever you want to call it. We've got hundreds of thousands. Space Ben is sharing his pics on the chat, by the way. That was encouraging. That wasn't a warning. I was saying, for genetic memory, hundreds of thousands of years of genetic memory of our ancestors freaking the fuck out, because what is that? And obviously, sun worship. I mean, obviously, I was explaining to my kids, there's this giant hot thing in the sky that you need to live, and it disappears every night. It makes all the sense to praise it and worship it and talk to it and ask it not to come back. Worshipping the sun is like one of the most rational religions you can think of, pre-20th century. And I was saying that imagine what the fuck you would make of it. And that was what I felt. I say surreal. I'll tell you what was really interesting. For a start, we had the eclipse glasses. We had spare eclipse glasses. Even 99%, when the sun is still a tiny, tiny ribbon, it's blinding. You cannot look at. You think in your head, you think 99% eclipse, so that means the sun will be 1% the brightness. No, that's not how it works. No. That was revelation number one. I'd also heard, don't look at the sun definitely before totality, because you'll just get little green spots in front of your eyes. Then you won't. That was an excellent bit of advice, so we didn't. When the sliver just reduced and reduced and reduced and reduced to a point, and then the corona turned on, it's darkness, it's nighttime darkness, the stars came out, right on cue. A huge flock of birds took off as one of those weird flocks that do the shapes, like starlings, I think. Flock of starlings doing weird shapes took off and went across, and it was a fairly Spartan. It was no Glastonbury. It was about 500 people, maybe less, in a very, very large field. Everyone went quiet. It went dark. It went cold. The birds took off, and in the sky, it's the blackness of the moon. Obviously, it's in comparison to the sun. How much more black could the moon be? None more black. It's an absence. It's a completely circular absence, surrounded by ghost light. I haven't watched it on. I will at some point watch the footage on YouTube, but at the moment I'm just I'm keeping it in my head. There was because I know that the red twinkles on the edge of the eclipse are the craters on the moon, because obviously the moon's not a perfect sphere, it's very, very lumpy. So where it doesn't quite fit over the sun, you get these red gold blooms around. So I just remember one red gold bloom remaining on the side. That was sort of, I kind of fixated on that. eerie, beautiful and terrifying. My lizard brain was freaking out. It's not right and it's not normal to see the sun disappear, no matter how prepared you are for it. Seeing this black disc over that which gives us life. I mean, yeah, obviously I just stood there going, wow, which is why you won't be listening to the audio on the video I'll show you. And like I say, it was 15 years in the planning, and all the stress of obviously all the stress of trains, planes and clouds, and all the stresses of the rest of the holiday that had gone, almost everything had gone wrong. So there was an amount of personal triumph in watching this total eclipse. Yeah, if you live long enough, go and watch one, because it's unlike anything. It's too much strangeness and beauty for the brain to digest, not least because it only lasted for 80 seconds. And incidentally, the nanosecond the sun peeks out the other side, at that point it doesn't matter, who cares. But I was obviously expecting and looking forward to finding it beautiful, but I as you say, surreal. I just wasn't expecting it to be as odd and scary, and to hear hundreds of thousands of years of ancestors, mainly chimps presumably, freaking out in my DNA. Yes, I would love to see another one, but the sky went green. Yeah, it was yes, indescribable. Anyway, indescribably beautiful. And you know, talk about too much fucking perspective. I often think of that bit in Hitchhiker's Guide. I think it's the second one, isn't it? Where is it the total perspective machine, where they drive you insane they put you in a machine. Oh, where Douglas Adams says that the human brain's got a kind of coating over it that prevents you ever really realizing your insignificance in the universe. That your brain won't let you accept that you're as insignificant as you are, and the total perspective vortex, and it strips away the protection that your brain has, and it drives you mad because it makes you realise your complete insignificance. And then they put Zaphod Beeblebrox into it, and he comes out smiling because it turns out he is actually the most important person in the universe. It was like that. The overview effect for Ashles, but not Zaphod, yeah. But it was that. It was that, and also that thing as well that I reminded the kids that, like Saturn's rings, we're living in a comparatively tiny window of existence where the moon is a sufficient distance away to perfectly cover the sun. That, you know, a few 100,000 years in the past it would have been too close, and a few 100,000 years in the future it'll be too small, and we won't have any total eclipses again. And that if there were alien tourists, they would all be landing in Zaragoza and finding it very fucking difficult to find dinner, because it's that unique a celestial event. Yeah, the total perspective of it, and the beauty and majesty of it. Yeah, it's indescribable, and you can see from my genuine emotional reaction why I left describing the eclipse to last. There's one next year in the very, very southern tip of Spain, the Rock, Gibraltar. It'll be like you haven't even left home. Red phone boxes, yes. So if you want to watch it on British soil, you can go to Gibraltar, or alternatively Morocco, Egypt, or Libya for the spicier adventurer. if you are thinking about doing it and you've got the money to do it, I really cannot recommend watching a total eclipse enough. It was fucking brilliant. Oh yeah, I'll show you the video. We really are getting very, very close to Kerbal Space Program now, honestly. Hang on. Where's this video? I'll try not to get a video of my knob. Okay, ready. Oh, hang on. That's got audio on it. How do I make the audio not be on anymore? I'll tell you what, I'll just turn my desktop audio off. Oh, legitimate beef. What have we got here? 24 eclipse. Hello, Cleveland. Oh, bad luck, Columbus. The perfect tip about having to leave my... Oh, you come from Cleveland. Excellent. I can say hello, Cleveland. By the way, This Is Spinal Tap is the next film I'm watching of my kids. I'm not going to talk about it yet. We watched Ghostbusters 2 yesterday. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, don't worry. I'm not going to go into a Ghostbusters 2 thing. That can wait till tomorrow. Oh, yeah, hang on. I was going to show you this video, wasn't I? And just give me 1 second. Don't worry, this won't take long. Hang on. Oh, someone's teasing. Oh, it doesn't work with... Sorry, it doesn't work with VLC. Hang on. This is going well, and I believe it's going well. No, don't put Come Dine With Me on. We will be watching Junior Kickstart in 1 hour and 15 minutes, except for viewers on YouTube. Oh, man. I've forgotten how computers work. Media player. Let's try that one. What it is, I don't actually have pictures of my knob on this machine, but there's just something about opening movie players that make me think maybe I do. Oh, it's not going to play. Oh, is that the wrong codec? Right, I'm going to try one final thing, and if that doesn't work, then we will move on with our lives. Hello, Joker. I hope you are very, very well today. You have missed me talking exclusively about my holiday. What a shame. Right, so you see this framing? Yeah. Technically, I got the eclipse in frame. Hang on. If this buffers too much, I'm not gonna. I can't be asked. So I didn't want to take any photos. So I set my phone up. I got it wedged between a cylinder of Pringles. I meant to bring a tiny little tripod. In fact, I meant to bring this tiny little tripod, but I left it behind, and so consequently, the whole thing fell over. Hang on. So you can see that's quite nice framing, that, isn't it? It's quite good. As long as you can see the field there. As long as no one kicks the Pringles can out of the way, I'm sure this video is going to be spectacular. Let's fast forward it a bit, shall we? It does seem to be slipping. So the video then continues with this framing, so you will have to concentrate mainly on the bottom half. Hang on, let's see if we can get the magic moment. You will never, if you want to see what an eclipse looks like, don't bother with so-called professionals on YouTube. This is This is the real thing. This is the real deal. If it will stop buffering for one fucking moment. Come on, this patter's not that good. Move it on, move it on, move it on. I'll tell you what, while I'm doing this, why don't I open up our game on Kerbal and then I can save time that way. What it is, I did download this in preparation, but apparently my computer's now got a problem with the codec, even though that's not been a problem before. Yeah, I honestly don't know what that tail... I honestly don't know what that tail's about. It might be my sensor being destroyed. I don't know. I don't think my camera's... I don't think my camera's been hurt, but I was a bit worried that it's torn a great light gash across my sensor. Okay, so Kerbal's loaded, but this video hasn't. Oh, this is not working out quite as well as I hoped. Maybe I'll move on. It's kind of fit. I mean, what the point is, you're not missing anything. Maybe it's kind of fitting that you see nothing. Oh, there. Oh, hang on. There we go. We had it there. Oh, here we go. Right. Hang on. Get rid of that bar. The bar needs to... There we go. Right, here we go. Ooh. See that extremely tiny pimple just there? That's a total eclipse. So yeah, forget any other videos you've seen. This is now this is cinematography. I don't know why. I just don't know why no one's asked me to do this sort of thing professionally. Anyway, there you go. That is my video of the solar eclipse. Let's move on. Okay, good. So now we're caught up. Now we can play Kerbal for an hour. Where were we? Oh, yes. Bill. As we know, the Delia 3 is in a tight orbit around the planet Eve. God, I've not even thought about this. I still maintain she's ready for landing. You will remember on Friday, the absolute last possible day it could possibly be to land on Eve. I failed to land because the fuel, the way that the fuel is distributed throughout Delia, the fuel doesn't flow between the tanks fast enough because I haven't plumbed them in, and manually shifting fuel between tanks. The fuel flows slower than the engines consume them, which is actually the exact reason why asparagus staging isn't a thing in real life. But we're not here for the realism. In Kerbal, when you when you connect a yellow fuel pipe from one to the other, the rate of fuel, there isn't a limit on the fuel flow. You've essentially joined those tanks together as one entity. It's just that one half empties before the other. So in order for Delia to land on Eve, where is she? On a suborbital trajectory. Oh, right. I probably want to... Oh, right. Delia's just in the middle of crashing. All right. I probably need to load an earlier save file than that. I'm quite glad I checked that. We could have potentially spent a couple of days getting a rescue mission only to find they burned up in the atmosphere a long time ago. Let me just load the last quick save. I wonder if that's there. Oh, no. I did... Oh, hang on. This is the sort of thing, you know, a professional person would have sorted out ahead of time. Oh God, which one of these file names is it? Ready to land. Yeah, I think that's both engines, fuel activated. APO254. All right, okay, one sec. I'm very sorry about this. I just have to get the right save file. I appreciate this is subpar streaming etiquette. Are you going to Dubai? Don't know why she was wishing us good luck. She's the one flying back to a war zone. Okay. Which was something I wish I'd said at the time, obviously. And then I said to her, well, you're the one who needs good luck. You're the one flying back to a war zone. And then, you know, the whole queue as one applauded, and the Spanish authorities just hoisted me up on their shoulders while everyone chanted my name. And that's what happened there. Stream, what have we got here? Quick save 85, no liquid. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. 1306. Quick save 84 activated. Okay. Quick save 84 activated. Okay. Let me just check something.
Oh, pardon.
Good.
It's getting quite tiresome now.
Okay. All right, so anyway, yes. So we need to get Bill. Bill is on... We need an engineer and a pilot. God, we need a pilot. Valentina! Right, we need a pilot and an engineer to go to Eve with some spare parts. And then we will hook the fuel lines onto the ship. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that means Delia will be able to consume fuel at a greater speed. She'll be able to dump her excess fuel tanks quicker, and it should give us those couple of extra... Hello, you can see more than I can. I've just got a black screen this end. Oh, here we go. Oh my good God. By the way, frame rate, don't worry. The frame rate for the rest of this stream is going to be better than this because we're going to be using considerably less complicated ships. So please do not freak out about the frame rate. Freak out about this frame rate in a few days. But for now, please don't. God, that really is shite, isn't it? So yeah, the problem is with this. Delia is in two parts. Fuel cluster number 1, fuel cluster number 2. Obviously, I want to drain fuel cluster number 2, get that all separated, get that all rid of, and then jettison that. So we're then left with a full cluster number 1, and then we jettison that all in a nice sensible order. We're currently unable to do that because there is no link. There's no yellow pipe linking cluster number 2 to cluster number 1. And therefore the fuel it's a fucking disaster. Friday was trying to get it to work despite everything, and as viewers will remember, that was a failure. So the mission is now to bring Bill the engineer, get Valentina to fly him into this extremely tight orbit. Wow, we are 808 meters at our periapsis. We are 808 meters above the top of Eve's atmosphere. So it's quite hard for it to be much tighter than that. Ooh, pardon. So there's the objective. How are we going to get there? Well, we need experts. Now, on the moon currently are the other two Kerbals. We have, if memory serves, we have our old experimental buggy transporter, the Cloaca, a spaceship with a nice ramp where Bill can drive his little buggy into, and then it closes and then it flies around the moon. The Cloaca has had its own problems. It's not an amazingly well-built ship, but Valentina is currently aboard the Cloaca, as is Bill. We need to get Valentina and Bill off the moon and onto Eve. So let's visit them now and see how they're doing. The cloaca. Oh, okay. Well, the cloaca. What? Well, the cloaca 14 is orbiting Kerbin, and the cloaca 7 is landed on the moon. We must have been, yeah. So it looks like the cloaca that's on the moon is an old prototype, but I guess Valentina and Bill have been living on it for the past decade. So presumably to them it's home.
See that some harm comes to him.
I said home, not harm. I need to do the. I need to rank all the James Bond villains, don't I? I wonder who's going to be number one. I wonder who's going to be number two. Does anyone have any ideas? Probably him. Oh, here we go. Yeah, again, frame rate complaining. It'll get better than this. Trust me. Yes, here we go. This is again. Is it Richard Dawkins in the helicopter? Yeah. This is our moon base. This is moon base crashing 7. If you're out there crashing 7, you are honoured. And why is it? Wow, when this moon base is rocking, don't come knocking. Oh, I don't like. Sorry, are we disturbing Bill and Valentina? Oh, Valentina is on board. Interesting. Anyway, yes. So this is let's turn the sass off, shall we? This is the Moonbase Crashing 7, the home of Bill and Valentina. This is the Cloaca 7, our transport ship that never quite lived up to its potential. Very, very difficult to fly. Quite a nice concept. You can see it's got jump jets here. It's also got rear engines here for horizontal use. And if we open up, hang on, let's stick the brakes on. That will help. If we open up the rear, wide open and willing. Oh, he's not there. Shit. Oh God, Bill. Oh, Bill, mate. Bill, mate.
I've always just loved to kill.
I'm sure Bill was in there.
Really enjoyed it. But then I got famous and just too hard for me. I mean, so many witnesses. I mean, everybody recognized me. I couldn't even lurk anymore. I'd hear, who's that lurking over there? Isn't that Merv Griffin? So I came to Europe to kill.
It's Bill.
And it's really
Bill.
worked out very well for me.
Bill, mate. No, not you. Oh, there he is. Bill, where are you? Oh, yeah, of course he went for a little drive, didn't he? Right, anyway, so this is the man, Bill Kerman. This is the man who will... He is an engineer, isn't he? Is he an engineer? Oh, well, we need Valentina anyway. This is Bill in his little moon buggy, having the time of his life. Bill, mate, your services are required. There you go. Your services, Bill, are required at Eve. So we will be extracting Bill and Valentina. Here we go. Oh, we're back. We're back. Hello, Savage Banana. I hope you are doing very, very well. Hooray! I'm back and in a better mood. Oh, hang on. I can take that KSP. Will start soon. There you go. Okay. Bill, mate. Okay. I've been whispering into your ear. That's what I've been trying to tell you, Bill. Again, frame rate. This will all be better soon. So let's get Bill and Valentina back here. And what we're going to need to drop our shuttle. Now, we have got in a very tight orbit above Bill and Valentina our orbital moon station. And attached to the orbital moon station is our moon shuttle. Is it Blue Midget? Or is it Red Dwarf? I can't remember. We're going to send down a shuttle from above, and we'll bring the shuttle down, and we will grab Bill and Valentina and bring them back up. And then, if there's time, we will need to design ourselves a shuttle to take Bill and Valentina. Corporate creativity and AI. I really did need the holiday. Thank you. It's been a revelation. The corporates, they do not understand why they're hated because, as I say, they've never understood what it is that they do. And it's far too late for them to learn anything now. Okay, so now we've got Bill and Valentina together. Let's get ourselves, Bill, could you just... That's it. As I say, the frame rate will improve. Can I go to... There we go, tracking station. Let's go to the moon base and detach the Blue Midget and go and grab our Kerbals. So a nice, easy moon landing, I think, today to ease us into this week. And as I say, we will be junior kickstarting in about an hour. I haven't selected an episode yet. They've got a few from the late 80s. I've got absolutely no interest in the later series. Certainly anything after Noel Edmonds killed that man will be no good because the BBC will have got some health and safety people in, and we're really not interested in that kind of thing. So we will keep it early 80s as much as possible. So what's our moon base even called? I can't remember. Oh, Gloucester Services, of course. No, not Gloucester Services. That's where the controversial Lisby Kerman lives, isn't it? Along with, don't say Fred West. Fred West. I'll tell you something else you can do with AI, and I'm not proud of this. If you give it a picture of Fred West and Rose West, don't go for the famous one, but if you Google image search, you can find plenty of sort of family pictures of Fred and Rose West. If you give that to ChatGPT and tell it to make a Radio Times cover introducing the new Doctor and his assistant, and ask for Fred's to be carrying a hammer, a sonic hammer, and Rose as his assistant, it will do an absolutely fantastic. It will do that brilliantly. No, I'm not showing you that. You can do that for yourself. Okay, KSS Memory Services. Seafly. I tell you what, they look good. Fred and Rose look. I mean, I'd watch it. Can't be worse than the last series. Oh, Savile works as well. If for example you get a slightly obscure picture of Savile and then tell ChatGPT to turn him into a sort of turquoise tracksuit covered Davros, it will do that as well. Do not disturb in Spanish, or at least in the hotel we were in, is no molesto, which, as you can, since my kids were sleeping in their, we had adjoining rooms, but my kids were sleeping in the adjoining room, so you can imagine the great banter we had, reminding the kids to put on the no molesto sign before they went to bed. We really are a fun family. Okay, so here we are. I forgot. We've got. Oh, look at these lovely ships. Again, I know I keep on saying forgive the frame rate. It just everything I've shown you so far is far too complicated. I forgot about the fish. Oh, look, there's the fish. Oh, maybe we could take the fish back to Kerbin. That'd be good. So it was. Yes, it's the Red Dwarf, isn't it? The Red Dwarf is the shuttle we use. Okay, well, so yeah, this is the orbiting space station memory services with Rawin Kerbin, Sigbro Kerman, Bob Kerman, the scientist, Mr. Scientist, are all on board. They are doing their research. In fact, transmit science. They've got almost no science. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. And neither do they. All right, and well, allegedly they're working on science and sending it back home. They don't have any for us now. Never mind. Right, so let's get Red Dwarf fueled, and then let's land on the moon and pick up Valentina and Bill. Oh, Bill, mate. That's what I'm trying to say to you, Bill. I've been whispering in your ear. Oh, Bill, mate. All right. Get the fuel out of you. Thank you very much. No liquid fuel left. No liquid fuel left. Ooh. That's... No, oh my God. It's not great news, is it? I mean, I have been using. I mean, this has been getting the. I have been using a lot of fuel, so that's not good. All right, let's just get.
Look, I'm under what?
Yes.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Democracy Manifest.
Uh-huh. I might play my horrible trailer at the end of the stream just for one last outing, and then you'll never see it again. Right, yes, good. At least I can refuel. Come on then. Whee! And good. Okay. Note to self, which I'm almost certainly going to forget. Gloucester Services needs another fuel delivery. Okay. A little quick save. Let's get the Red Dwarf detached. Have I played Project Zomboid? It's on my list. Yes, it's on my list. Yes. I could just say that again. It's on my list. I've got nothing else to say about it, but it is on my list. It's this level of interaction that people love. Right, let's get Red Dwarf detached. There we go. I really want to get that James Bond game. Oh, am I missing a little bit of fuel? Did I miss a tank? Did I miss a Tommy tank somewhere? It's probably fine. Sod it, it's fine. Okay, let's get landing. So, where are we heading? We are heading to... there, oh, the nipple, there it is. Okay, the Cloaca 7. Let's set that as target. Oh, wow, so we're actually... Oh, no, we'll come round again. I'll tell you what, we'll just do our ascending node here. It's been fun dying over and over and over. The do not molest sign on the kid's door. Keep away from fire. Yeah, that is... there's a lot they don't tell you when you get a baby, and it's good that they've got that covered. Yeah, we watched... I'm just I am adjusting, by the way. Adjust my ascending. That's about right, isn't it? That's quite good. And then we also want to... land, so we'll do that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, And we'll get ourselves... Oh, no! Red Dwarf is an old ship. An old Jupiter Mining Corporation ship. I'm going to have to fly this manually. I don't have any automatic controls. All right, a manual landing. So be it. Okay. Well, you've asked me to do it, so I'll do it. Farewell, Gloucester services. We will be... oh, excellent news about the interview. Fantastic. That is no mean feat, getting an interview, believe me. Well, you do believe me. I mean, you know, you've experienced it. I've got 2 applications being... Well, I've made the sift. I've applied. I've applied to the civil service for a couple of bootlicking, make Andy look good jobs. So I'm desperately trying to work for the man now. Oh, hang on. I've made the sift apparently, which is very exciting. Whether or not I get an interview with Andy, I will let you know. Presumably it will be the first assignment, the Middle East. Now, we've got an image problem. Please don't condemn my morality before I've even got an interview. How close to the Stanley Parable it is. Oh, man, I don't want a job. There, I said it. Someone should make a song about needing a job and then getting a job and then being miserable. Okay. Oh, by the way, my 15-year-old daughter's been singing that exact song. What the fuck? Weirdest thing about kids. I know the answer is always TikTok, but it is always strange when you have to ask your 15-year-old daughter, why are you singing The Smiths? It's because of TikTok. Okay. 11 minutes till the node. All right, round we go. I'm glad I was out of the country. Oh, if you don't know this, everyone, we all got, well, I didn't. Everyone in the country got the emergency alarm on their phone all at the same time. I wasn't in the country for that, and I'm absolutely delighted I wasn't in the country for that, because I would have absolutely shat it. I live in a state of perpetual terror of watching my children burn. Rather than in climate change, I mean specifically from a thermonuclear explosion. Cradling my burning children in my arms as our flat falls down around us, hoping that a brick hits me conclusively rather than leaving me to bleed out in the radioactive wasteland. So yeah, my phone screaming an undefined emergency at me, I would have fucking shat it. And I'm not glad. I'm very, very glad that I missed it. Okay, so let's just get this node sorted and then make our descent. All right, here we go. What do you mean? I can't do anything. What's your problem? Oh, no electric charge. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. There's your electric charge. What do you think of that? There we go. Russian subs in the North Sea. Yes, they are always there. Yeah, that annoys me. You know, way back in the 90s, I knew a place where a specific sailor hangs out. The student uni. I knew a sailor who worked on. So this is definitely true. This is definite truth. He was in the Royal Navy for 10 years, and yeah, obviously you're just paired with a Russian sub constantly. Obviously, the British and the Russians are literally follow each other around. I met another submariner. I do like hanging out with sailors who was in the Arctic with a Russian sub, and they breached. The Russians breached. Went above the surface for whatever reason, and so the British sub breached as well, and then the British crews and the Russian crews had a lovely and uplifting long game of football on the ice, with both their submarines just at either end. They had a really nice time exchanging gifts and stuff, and playing football with each other before going back underneath and following each other around. So yeah, whenever the newspapers report there are Russian subs in the North Sea or the Channel, it's like, yes, there have been and there will always be there, and you know, everyone knows what's going on. I was driving up most when the emergency alarm came off the phone. Fuck me. Oh, I'm just no. Having kids is great, but it makes the apocalypse. I don't mind watching my own eyeballs boil. You know, you just don't want to. You just don't want to see it happen to a child you've spent quite a lot of time and money trying to get them up to escape velocity. Anyway, right, that is bleak. Let's go here and then add our maneuver, and then let's get landing. I nicked that from Almost Matt. Right, 8 minutes until our burn. Okay, so let's get this round here. Okay. Oh, right, I've got Planet Shine on. I was wondering why my electric panels weren't working, but it's because I've made night the same colour as day. That's fine. Okay, let's start our burn. Here we are. Okay, so we are approaching the Great Areola, the big old crater. Oh, excuse me. The big old crater on the moon. Jeb and Valentina are perched on the nipple of the Great Crater, perched right on top of a very small hill. So our landing target is on the small side. And I'm flying this manually without any autopilot. There we go. We can see them now. There we go. So I'm now going to attempt and hopefully succeed. He clicks quick save to land the red dwarf on target, get Valentina and Bob on board, and get them back to memory services. Okay. So let's get this bugger aligned. Which I don't really need. Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 6, okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Okay. Bernie in. My life. Okay. People who don't care if I live or die. Okay. All right. Okay, so they are... Oh, we are going fast, aren't we? Okay, so they are... Oh, I actually need to go this way a bit, don't I? Yes, I do. All right. Let's get ourselves aligned here. Okay. All right. Okay, so what I'm looking to do is just get ourselves on top of them, pardon, and then drop down. I am doing this slightly under-fueled because we ran out. Let's get rid of this node. It's no longer helping. Node longer helping. Okay, where are we? Right, 11 kilometers. We're still going too fast. All right, let's have a look. I guess just before we go overhead, I'll just fully retro this bugger. Where are we? Okay. I'm really worried about this fuel, you know. And stop. Okay. Shall we make it slightly less cute and lower the landing gear? Yes, we shall. Right, and let's get ourselves orientated. Okay, how are we doing on this landing? I see that the cloaca's not... Oh, God, the cloaca is right at the edge of that crater. So I probably want to land a little bit more central. Let's try that, shall we? So if I do this...
But you've asked me to do it, so I'll do it.
Okay, so the frame rate will drop because we are approaching my complicated vessels. Doing this all manually, he pointed out pointlessly. Have I got the lights on? Okay, I've got the lights on now. What are we doing? We want to go this way, I think. That's it. It's a nice change of pace, isn't it? It's nice to actually fly something that doesn't just immediately explode. Touch wood. 2/3 fuel. That is not land on top of it. I'll try my best. I'll see if I can bullseye it. Let's have a look. Let's see how much damage I can do. And you know, I might even be thinking afterwards, what have I done? What have I done?
You do think, Christ, what have I done?
Oh.
At times you think, Christ, what have I done?
Next month, isn't it? The final instalment of 7 Up. I'm going to get emotional. Okay, 800 meters to go. All right. Let's see what we can do. 700. $650. 5. All right, we are going quite fast, aren't we? 4. Oh, I might land on top of the cloaca. Actually, that's fine. $3.30. Okay, here we are. I'll try and land before the ad break. Doing this for you, non-subscribers. Coming in too fast for you. Here we go. Oh, God, I'm on target rather than surface. There we go. And, oh, God, with half our fuel gone. So there's a bit of jeopardy. With half our fuel gone. And a bit of a wonky old bit of lateral at the end. We have... just cut them. Contact light. There we go. What a good landing. What a good landing. Nice. Enjoy your advert. Oh, good. I'm quite pleased with that. I've not I've not done that for a while. Haven't really had the opportunity. Good. All manual, you know. Right. Let's get on with it because we've got motorbikes to be looking at. Where is Bill? Where is... There he is. Could you oh yeah, there he is. Brilliant. Could you EVA for us, please, Bill? Oh, Bill, mate. Bill. You were right. You were right. I was wrong. Oh, Bill, mate. No, seriously. Oh, okay. Oh, it's leave seat, isn't it? Leave seat. Okay. Jesus, Bill, don't... Yeah, thanks. All right, Bill. So you head towards the dwarf. Yeah, and excuse the frame rate. Things will get better once we're back in space. The Cloaca is a fine-looking ship, isn't it? I really like it. It doesn't work very well, but it's all right. I'm a little bit wondering, could Valentina fly the Cloaca back up to the to memory services? The spare O-ring would be where I was... I don't know. It's from somewhere. Oh, that'll be from one of my landing rigs. You know, when I land them with a sky crane and then detach the sky crane and then send the sky crane off into the sky. I think it's from that. Oh, Bill, mate, come on. Oh. Well, that's an interesting trick. Bill, mate, come on. You do this. Don't make this the bit that's difficult. Okay, thank you. And up he goes. Good. Oh. He is... Come on, Bill. Come on. Come on. Come on. Quick as you like, otherwise people are going to start moaning. Come on. Oh my God, how can you play it like this? Come on. Ah, Valentina, a 4-star pilot. Will this be her 5th? Actually, no, not unless she goes back to Kerbin. I'll tell you what, she will get her 5th star if she rescues the many, many Kerbals who are currently trapped in various eccentric orbits around Eve, then she absolutely will hopefully be getting her 5th pilot star. Right, Valentina. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Quick as you like. There we go. And he is aboard. There we go. Bill and Valentina are packed and ready. Let's see when Membry Services is next overhead. And then we will link up with them. Where are they? Nope. There they are. Oh, they've just gone, haven't they? Obviously. Set as target. Okay. So let's just speed up time until they're nearly overhead. And there. That'll do. Can we see them from here? No, that's not them. Where are they? There they are. That's Membry Services just coming up over the horizon there. Okay, so with that in mind, we do not have a huge amount of fuel. So okay. Just trying to think what the best way of timing this is. 7. Maybe when they're 40. I'm going to say 40 kilometres away, we'll take off. Might be the wrong decision. Yeah, I think it was the wrong decision, actually. 45, that'll do. Okay, are you ready, Bill? Ready, Valentina? 3, 2, 1, go. We do have, retract the gear, we do have Valentina on board. So, we do have... Oh, no, that's the wrong way. We do have... Oh, actually... Oh, no, that is the right way. We do have proper pilot controls. We'll be back, or maybe not. There we go. Right, so that's given us an apoapsis of 10,000. And we depart the great moon tit. Okay. Up we go. Right, where's Membry? There it is. 38 kilometres. All right, so if I... no, what it is, Bill's sat next to a light. So Bill's blown out because he's... Ooh, lucky old Bill. Bill's blown out because he's got a light in his face. I think if I turn it off... Oh. Maybe she has got a tan. I mean, it's the season for it. Okay, here comes Membry. 35 metres away. Kilometres away. I beg your pardon. Okay. Right, let's chase after it then. Where are we going? Let's be having you. Okay, so if I do this, I think. Yeah, if I point... Actually, Valentina, just keep yourself pointing at it. That's it. Keep it. So Valentina's just basically aiming at it. And then as soon... Let's go now. Caligula would have blushed. Okay. I am worried about the fuel. The fuel is a worry. about the fuel, actually. I'm eyeballing this. I'm not using the map to intercept. I'm doing it by eye, which is definitely not the best way to do this. But here we are. Okay. All right, I see. Oh, we're heading towards it quite swiftly now. Okay, well, that's good. Oh, I'm hitting my periapsis, which is very painful. Doing it by eye does equal more fuel, yes. What I'm doing almost, Matt, is I'm showing off to my friends. Stop showing off to your friends, Edward. I'm doing it this way because it makes me feel like a big boy. It makes me feel like a real pilot rather than, you know, whatever the fuck this is. Also, a bit of Jeopardy, which is also good for streaming. And if I crash, it's like teaching you how the sausage, telling you how the sausage is made. If I crash and burn, then everyone has had some fun. I know my USP. You could dump the fuel in the side pants and then jettison them to save weight. No, Fickle Sylph, how dare you? This is our shuttle. The Red Dwarf has seen many successful transfers. This is our permanent shuttle ship. So it's quite an old one. It hasn't actually got any up-to-date stuff on it. But no, this is the Red Dwarf is a permanent toer and thrower. It's part of Memory Services. I could build a better one by now, but what's wrong with it? Oh man, I'm that thing of Trump ordering all of those aircraft carriers to get rid of their electromagnetic aircraft launchers and install steam-powered ones, which will involve installing boilers and pipes and employing people to stoke the steam because he wants aircraft carriers to look like the ones from World War II. That was one of my favourite bits of news I was reading while on holiday. Yeah, magnets don't work in water. Yeah, that is. What it is about magnets don't work in water, like everyone else, I did have to check. You know, when someone says something of such conviction, you think, But yeah, it's his. But what it is, obviously, if you're an obsessive Trump watcher like me, seeing his fear of electricity and water and magnets, seeing them all come together in replace all the electromagnetic aircraft launchers on our state-of-the-art aircraft carriers with steam power like what in World War II. It really is just the natural conclusion of these three manias coming together. Like I say, it was the unnamed Navy admiral official who had to explain that installing steam pipes on modern aircraft carriers is a logistical challenge. But presumably they're going to have to do it. Oh, serve them right. Okay. We are... Yeah, fuel is lacking, I would say. And we are getting closer and closer. 2.0... Right. I guess I'll hit full power when we're at 500 metres and then see where we are. Hello, Membry. Hello, Memberberries. Okay. Okay. Don't want to toot my own horn, brackets, I very much do want to do that. But, one sec. Bye. Have a nice day. Let me know what's going. This was an excellent bit of eyeballing, if I may say. Oh God, we are coming in fast, actually. Jesus. Don't want to be too accurate. Oof. Yeah, can we kill that speed now? Oh, I'm still flying it manually. I'm not letting Valentina pilot it like a big old misogynist. Okay, Valentina, sorry, over to you. Let's get this docked, shall we? Membry, which port is the most wide open and willing? Let's say this port. Let's control from here. Let's target Red Dwarf. There she is, coming in. Come on. Come on. Right, there we go. Membry, if you could... Oh, no, have I got to do this manually as well? Oh, man, that's a chore. Okay. No, that's going the wrong way. All right, let's manually switch Membry. Let's manually get Membry's port gaping. Rowan, Sigbro and Bob have just unexpectedly been forced against the wall. The unpleasant feeling of their liver being compressed by their rib cage. Probably should warn them next time. Agree, then don't do it. Oh, I mean, you know. I saw some Peppa Pig update, which is just... Oh, man. Look how they massacred my boy. Anyway, that's in the past now. Okay, so let's get this on. Right, let's target there and then get you in there. All right, that's looking like a nice dock, isn't it? We've got 10 minutes left till kickstart. Blimey, hasn't it flown by? Has he made the ton yet, Mel? Is he 100? Dick Van Dyke's still with us, isn't he? I can't remember if Mel made the ton. I saw 95-year-old Bill Shatner with his debilitating cancer somehow still looking healthier than I am. I mean, he's had work, but even so. You think he caught something on the plane? Oh, post-holiday illnesses just make me... Oh, sorry. One, I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. Sorry, I forgot basic human decency then. I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. I hope you get better. But post-holiday illnesses just make me feel really glad that it wasn't a pre-holiday illness. Okay, but yes, I hope you get better and I hope it's nothing serious, obviously. Oh, I'm going too fast. Hang on. Shit, I am going too fast. Slow down. Okay, that's it. Let's just bring this in. Bring it in. Bring it home. Here we go. Here we go. A bit slower. Bit slower. No, no, no. Don't get cocky. That's it. That's it. In we go. In we go. That's it. Get those cloacas rubbed up. Stick it straight in. Don't bugger around pushing it around the sides. One and done. Come on. Come on. Come on. And not one and done. Oh dear. Our cloacas have bounced. Maybe second time. Nope. Maybe again. Very close. There we go. Good. So Bill and Valentina are aboard. They should go back to Kerbin. Let's get them back to Kerbin. And then we can... Oh, actually, there isn't any fuel, is there? Oh, no, there is fuel. There's loads of fuel on the fish. Oh, let's get them aboard the fish then. Okay, fine. There's the cockpit for the fish. There's the cockpit for them. How do I transfer? Is it transfer crew? Valentina, transfer to there. Has that worked? Select the part to transfer her to. I just did. It was that one. That one. That part. I seem to remember this. Oh, it did work. Okay, good. All right. And so we got this. Is this a crew transfer? Bill transfer to the fish. Great. So Bill and Valentina are aboard the fish. Let's get the fish refueled. We will, next time we return to the moon, we are going to need to bring a fuel tanker with us because we are out. Anyway, let's get this refilled. Landing on Eve today? No. Let's be realistic. No. This week, I hope so. Delia 3 is landing on Eve. Now there's no... In fact, it's worse news. For people who hate the landing on Eve experience, and believe me, I understand, the bad news is my arbitrary deadline has been and gone. The time for short-term fixes is now done. Delia 3 is going to land on Eve, and I really don't care how long it takes, as long as it doesn't interfere with the DLC of Crusader Kings III coming out, which is probably sooner rather than later, isn't it? But no. We are. That is landing on Eve, and this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so let's detach the fish. It was just a short visit. Here we go. Valentina. Lovely. Was it called the orange fish? I can't remember. Anyway, let's get back to Kerbin. Maybe we could dock with the controversial Lisby, or maybe we just stay away from her. I understand she's going to be doing a one-woman comedy show in Edinburgh about her experiences. The big orange fish. Thank you. That was what it called. The big orange fish. Yeah. She's going to be doing a one-woman stand-up in Edinburgh about how she has suffered the most. I look forward to The Guardian giving that 4 stars. Okay. It's not funny, but it is important. Okay. There we go. And then that will presumably bring us to a nice... Go. Okay. Start the burn. Let's get this fast forwarded. Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get them to Kerbin, and then they will be prepared for tomorrow. Tomorrow, first thing, probably. Oh shit!
You do think, Christ, what have I done? At times you think, Christ, what have I done?
Oh, actually, funnily enough, the space station's all right. The space station's undamaged. Stabilize. Oh, Christ. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll reload. I was trying to work out if I wanted to reload or roll with it. I'll tell you what, I would... Oh, actually, you mentioned that. Maybe I can't reload. That's the last save. Really? Oh, good. Oh, well, that solved that then. The last save was 15 minutes ago. So we've had a disaster. We disconnected the big orange fish from... Let's just get rid of this now. We disconnected the big orange... Actually, it's got quite a lot of mono in it. Oh, no, it hasn't. Fuck it, get rid of it. We disconnected the big orange fish from the space station. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, it drifted and impacted the space station. It has destroyed... Oh, good. Oh, good. There's some still more damage being done. Good. Yes, this fuel tank here, which was thankfully empty, has detached, has smashed quite a few solar panels. I think the red dwarf is okay. That's the main thing. And the station itself appears to be intact, but the same cannot be said for what is now the dead husk of what used to be our beautiful big orange fish, our lovely little, well, our lovely big Kerbin to moon shuttle has been destroyed. Valentina and Bill are now trapped in it, watching their colleagues and the debris and the destruction they've caused drift slowly away. I don't think they are particularly... We can get rid of that manoeuvre node now. I don't think they are welcome back, as I imagine the internal damage to memory services. I mean, I don't even know what this is. I mean, this looks like something that would have been important. The internal damage to the station is presumably fairly serious. And Rawin, Sigbro and Bob will have a lot of work to do. I'm going to say that they're just numb at the moment. They don't look upset, but I think inside they are raging. So we'll just have to leave them alone. Yes, so slight change of plan. Tomorrow we will design a ship that can go from lift off from Kerbin, can fly to the moon, pick up Valentina and Bill, and then leave the moon. Oh, actually, maybe... God, you know what? We should probably bring some fuel with us as well to drop off at Gloucester. No, Membry. All right, we're going to have to launch... Oh, my God, it's going to be complicated. Maybe I forget. Maybe I should forget. Actually, no, we shouldn't. No, bollocks. Let's just leave Gloucester the way it is at the moment. We can do that. So, yes, so on tomorrow we shall create a ship that can lift off, pick up Valentina and Bill, get them... Yeah, we do have fuel inside the big orange fish, which we can use to replenish the vessel that we will get. Yeah, we'll stick a claw on it. Yeah, so we'll get a vessel to grab onto the orange fish, suck it dry. Oh. No, we've got another problem, haven't we? Because this is on a collision course. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. No, that is serious. Ooh, how much mono do we have on board? Yeah, it's going to crash into the moon. Okay, so let's try a new tactic. Let's try and get this into a stable orbit using monopropellant. It's going to be a laugh. Nice. Thank you. The station is still in a stable orbit. I did check that. because I thought we could have the fun of watching the station crash. The station is all right, I think. But yeah, the big orange fish is currently doomed. So I'm just burning as much monopropellant as I can. I'm orientating it prograde, but 45 degrees up, hoping that this is enough. So we're currently periapsis of minus 3.5 and climbing. Our monopropellant is... Fuck, am I going to have to get the red... Ooh, this is complicated. I could get the red dwarf... No, because the red dwarf doesn't have a grabber. 2.6. Come on, Valentina. This is worrying work. Okay. Okay, so we're down to 60% monopropellant fuel, and we are minus 1.8 in an orbit. I think we might do this. Just about. Just about. Gosh, I'm glad I spotted that. Okay. Minus 1.3 with 55% fuel to go. Okay. This bodes well. Yeah, we really are on our way down, aren't we? Okay, 50% left. Right, now we're technically back into orbit, but not actually at all. We are still easily on our way. We are currently going to fly into a mountain, yes. Okay. I think if I bring the nose down, we should be okay. It's about 7 or 8 kilometers up. I think the tallest mountain on the moon is like 7.5 kilometers. So if I can get this to 8, we'll be okay. We might get away with less, although I do think we should be okay. We've got 43% fuel left. I tell you what, I have received criticism in the past for putting far too much monopropellant on these ships. Well, I call this vindication. Okay, so 2.5 kilometers up. I don't think... Well, we can. I think we can actually see the mountains in question that we are now very much heading towards. 38% fuel left. 3 kilometers up, and the mountains are getting closer. This is a worry. 35% fuel left, and we're still heading towards the mountains. Oof. Okay, 4 kilometers our periapsis with 33% fuel left. I'm very sad about the big orange fish, you know. It was one of my favourites. But all are equal in the end. 29% fuel left, 5,000 apoapsis, and that mountain is getting really close. If Valentina and Bill die, they die. This is permadeath. I don't know what they're looking so bloody happy about. I think that's just a rictus of terror. He's just going... Oh, That said, I think we might have done it. 19, 18, I think. Let's just get it up to 8, and I think we should be okay. Just an unending scream. 17% fuel left. We're not quite 8,000 up, but I think really by the skin of our teeth, he's done it. She's done it. Oh, my God. Fucking get Andrew Tate over here. Sorry, Valentina Kerman, the pilot, has done it. That's safe. Highest mountain. Good. Well, let's try and get this circular just to make everyone's lives a bit easier when we come to dock. I'll just expend the rest of our fuel trying to circularize this orbit. Maybe if I point it down a bit. No, I think we're done. I'll leave 6% of the fuel for miscellaneous manoeuvres. Okay, good. Well, thank you, Valentina. I'll leave them for the moment. Good. So there's tomorrow's mission. The remains of the come on, could you get yourself orientated? Come on. Right way up, please. Right way up. Right way up for the sign off. And lock. Thank you. The remains of the big orange fish orbiting, look at that canyon, orbiting unpowered around the moon. We will pick them up tomorrow and proceed with our mission to Eve. Isn't that right, Bill? Hey! There we go. He's calmed down. He's calmed down. I'm just going to have a very quick look at the space station just to check that the space station is not on a collision course. Does it have any electric power? Probably not, which means the toilet won't flush. They're just going to have to turn the seat cushion over. Well, it's probably fine. Good. Well, we will leave Valentina and Bill there for tomorrow. Lovely. They're going to have to kill time now. Yeah. Or each other. Well, you know, whatever romance has been blossoming, it can now become fully opened in the stench of a sealed cockpit with no electrical ventilation or ability to remove feces. Excellent. Good. We shall see them tomorrow. 10 till 2. Right, YouTube. I am going to... Well, we are now going to watch an episode of horrible British early 80s child torturing motorcycle program, Junior Kickstart. Unfortunately, I can't watch it. Although I'm watching it on YouTube, I can't stream it on YouTube. So we are going to carry on this stream, very sadly, as a Twitch only stream. If you would like to... Actually, should I just run the advert? Oh, okay, I'll run the advert one more time. This is the last time you're going to see some AI generated slop on this channel. If you would like to join us, we are at twitch.tv/EddiePurple_arcade. We stream 10 till 2 every weekday. I'm not going on a holiday for a long time, almost certainly not getting a job. So every weekday, where we play Kerbal Space Program, Crusader Kings III. Not going to carp on about the big orange fish. I didn't shave. God, sorry about that. Blimey. It's a discourtesy to others, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah, join us on Twitch. every day for an elevated experience. And if you'd like to join us on Twitch now for the rest of the stream, then that'd be lovely. If not, I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow at around about 10 o'clock when I remember to turn it on, and it'll be lovely to see you then for Kerbal Space Program. But don't take my word for it. Hang on, I can do this. Hang on, I can do this. Don't take my word for it. Why not let some absolutely fucking vile AI slop make the case for me?
Hi GYTS and welcome.
By the way, when he says hello GYTS, that's because I mistyped the word guys. It's supposed to be hello guys, but AI is nothing if not literal. Absolutely shocking delivery of "ooh, pardon" as well, but there we go.
Hi GYTS and welcome to Eddie's Purple Arcade. Let me show you what's inside me.
On this channel, we play Crusader Kings III. It is a very grand game. We play Kerbal Space Program. What have I done to my country?
We also play foreign games. Good. Do you know where the Mad Angels hang out?
I used to have a career. Now I'm working for coins.
Haha, that Edmonds is crazy! We stream 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We stream 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every weekday.
We have great banter. like what have I done? And you know your judo well.
This is democracy! Manifest! Take your hands off my p***!
Why not have me on while you're eating or doing private activities? Ooh, pardon.
Please remember to subscribe. People who don't subscribe are filth!
So join us! t.p/EddiePurple_arcade.
Right, I'll never play that again. Good. Right, thank you very, very much, everyone. Don't go anywhere if you're on Twitch, but on for YouTube, thank you very, very much, everyone. See you tomorrow to rescue the big orange fish. Cheers. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye. No, you hang up. No, you.